I do apologize, ladies and gentlemen. Present my badge. My apologies, but there's no way I'm going to talk details about the case with you. If you want to get my attention, bring me something dramatic. I'm not here to get your attention, Gavin. I'm here to get your information. Nope, not present. Take a look around. Look at all the guitars! Why so many? You can never have too many guitars. They're like my lovers. I didn't just hear him say that.
They're backup guitars, Apollo. Don't you know anything? Rock and rollers always smash their guitars at the end of the show.
I wonder it's so hard to make it as a musician.
You know what? You should try rocking a little, Apollo.
And breaking in his guitars while he watches? That might be a little too rockin'. Of course, I would never do such a thing. Did I not say they are like my lovers? Do I seem like the kind of man who would do such a thing to the ones he loves?
No, not at all. I mean, you're Mr. Gavin, upstanding prosecutor.
Not the prosecutor Gavin, god of rock.
What's wrong, Apollo? You look confused.
I was just wondering where the work chair in his office was. You're looking at my favorite chair right now. That's a massage chair, isn't it? That is an ergonomic official. Fuck. I didn't think I was going to do that. Adjustable office.
Huh?
I was reading my line.
Oh.
I was saying this, my line. That it just cut me off. Alright? Mac, it's okay. I know you're a little slow. Okay? I know you don't understand how video games work. Alright?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't press a button there. Alright?
Okay.
It went by automatically because I was scripted. Okay? That's how the scripting works in a video game. That's how they put that in the engine, and it tells them, and it does that. And that's what it does. So it's okay. It's alright.
Okay.
You'll learn someday.
Okay. I love the ones with the vibrating rollers on your back. Those feel great. Did I say something wrong?
No, I merely realized the futility of an explanation. The view is exhilarating, y'all. I sit here gazing down upon the city, writing my songs. I'm working on cases. It is the same thing. I write the lyrics the same way I collaborate the evidence. It is a harmony between the logical mind and the primal spirit within. It's so hard to admit that you like staring out your window and daydreaming.
Wow, look at that stereo.
To me, a life without music is inconceivable. I never turn down the volume, even when I'm working on a case.
That's such a huge speaker. It must be really loud.
This room is completely soundproof, of course.
Really? At my place, I can hear when the neighbors turn their VCR on the record something.
Maybe you can talk. Maybe you can get Mr. Right to talk to them, work something out.
And lately, we've been getting complaints about Apollo's voice training.
Maybe I'll go have a word with Mr. Right too.
What's that on the plate there?
Is that gum?
Gum?
Maybe he was training when the phone rang, so he put it on the plate for later consumption.
You think a rock star could afford a fresh stick?
Don't jump to any conclusions now. That's no chewing gum. Take a closer look. Although I really shouldn't be offering, should I? What is that? Looks like a lump of plastic.
Wait, that phone call.
Yes, that's just why I'm asking. What is this creepy vein object, whatever? Looks like Prosecutor Gavin's on the phone. But a replica. So why was he after it in the first place? Yeah, Latouche. Prosecutor Gavin, does this have something to do with Mr. Latouche? Wait a second. You were listening to my phone call, weren't you?
Who, us? I tried to stop him, really, but he forced me to.
Hey, you were the one digging for a scandal, Miss Reporter. To tell you the truth, not even sure what it is. But apparently it's a model of something undercover agent Mr. Latouche was after.
This lump?
Would you mind telling us what you do know about it? Let's look at the guitar. That was an impressive bit of pyrotechnics that did this.
That's the guitar from the concert, isn't it?
I thought it was one of the staff playing a gag on me. I never guessed that that wasn't the end of it. I had a specialist analyze a guitar incidentally.
Oh, did you find anything out?
He didn't have a lot of time, so it's still unclear. But the results he came up with were intriguing. Intriguing? How does a guitar tie into everything that went on?
Sounds like something we should ask about.
That reminds me. Did you see the paper today?
Yes. I always read the TV section.
Good girl. How about you, Alfred? I read the funnies. And you would not have seen this! Concert of Tragedy, the prosecutor's deadly song.
Ooh, is that a new show? I haven't heard about that one.
It's not a show, it's an article. News, you know.
Oh, does this have anything to do with the case?
Since getting back from the trial, my phone has been ringing off the hook. How does it feel to take a man's life with a song? Have you even harmed a man all the way to death row? Do you think you could sing for me over the phone? It is endless, endless! Thanks to that case you made today, of course.
Oh, that was all Apollo's idea.
Hey! Is that a newspaper over there? Is that a newspaper over there too? Ah yes, the Bulgarian Daily Bugle. Go ahead, take a look. Thanks, but I can't read Bulgarian. Ah, that's right. Suffice to say, this is big news over there as well. Though they didn't go so far as to mention the lyrics to my song.
Probably no one in Bulgaria could believe it.
Probably seen as just a theory at this point. The journalists didn't see the need to mention it. That makes sense. I don't really know what to think of it myself. Bulgarian newspaper! Article about the case. It doesn't mention the lyrics of Lamiro's ballad. Lamiro's testimony would probably be in the evening edition, I'd imagine. Which is why I'd had Darian step down from the investigation for now.
Yeah, we ran into him moping in front of the Coliseum.
Lamiro was my invited guest, so it is a rather delicate situation. You understand how much I want to solve this case. Quickly, if possible.
I really love that song. It was such a great atmosphere. It has such a great atmosphere to it.
You co-wrote it with Lamiro, if I remember correctly. That's right. It was last year. I had gone to tour Bulgarian's legal system, as a matter of fact.
And that's when you heard Lamiro's voice.
It was at a small jazz club. I wept that night. I knew I had to meet her, to talk with her. So I used my influence, which is not inconsiderable, to arrange a meeting.
Wow, prosecutors really have a lot of clout.
I think he's sort of a special case, Truzy. Thankfully, she liked the work I did, and we wrote the songs right there, backstage. Aki on piano, a dialect voice, and myself on the guitar that I borrowed from Lamiro.
And music history was made. Probably not an experience your average lawyer would ever have, like Apollo, say.
It is a memory I hold dear, and the song we wrote that night was this. And that very guitar is right over there. You mean this charred lump?
Don't call it a lump. It's a piece of history. And it's only browned, not really charred.
No matter. I shall never sing that song again. I wouldn't have used that guitar again either, even if I could have. What happened during the song anyway? Why did his guitar suddenly catch on fire?
Do you think you could show it to us? Your slightly burnt guitar?
I'm sure he doesn't mind. What more can happen to it? It was a beautiful instrument. It was played lovingly for many years. A guitar befitting a woman like Lamiro.
How did it end up here?
She gave it to me. I mentioned how much I enjoyed playing it that night, and she made a present of it.
So this guitar is from Bulgaria.
That it is. We couldn't carry it on the plane. Changes in air pressure and humidity would ruin the wood. So we vacuum packed it in Lamiro's studio. I used a special shipping service available to me for transporting evidence. They brought it right up to my office for me. Pristine and untouched.
See, prosecutors do have a lot of clout.
I still think he's a special case.
Such a valuable guitar. It's too bad it got burned.
Prosecutor Gavin's guitar, a gift from Lamio, a sent from Bulgaria, burned the night of the concert. What was the thing you were saying earlier? Something about intriguing results from an examination of the guitar?
That's right. What was that all about?
Well, you know how guitars have a round hole in the front? It is called the sound hole. So that's what it's called. Well, they found something attached to the wood just inside the hole. A broken device of some sort.
A broken device?
Yes, this, in fact. The examiner is busy with evidence for the case now, however. So he'll be checking this out once he's finished with everything else. Odd. That device looks strangely familiar. Yes. Hold on. Talk about this first. This was found in Mr. Latuse's bag. It's apparently a replica of something. Replica? It's a small lump about 1.5 inches long. We analyzed it, but there's not much to say other than it's a lump of plastic. Perhaps it was used in the identification of whatever it is a replica of. You mean, whatever Mr. Latuse was after? That seems to be the most logical explanation.
Well, what is it?
Don't ask me, Farin.
Oh, if you don't want to tell us, you could just say so.
I've put in a request to Interpol via my contacts in Bulgaria, but apparently there is a block on information somewhere along the chain.
Oh.
There's something either Interpol or Bulgaria doesn't want to share. Something about this little piece of plastic. Mr. Latuse went through all that trouble just to become Lamio's manager. Just to come to this country to find out more about this lump? And he died for it. Replica of something held by Mr. Latuse, apparently the focus of his investigation. I sent someone to the Colosseum to fetch Lamio. If she knows something about it, being a Bulgarian. Maybe I can look inside the guitar? No, I can't. Sent him this? It has to be one of these.
What is it, Apollo?
That device that was found in your guitar. Take a look at this. Wait, that looks like the same thing. What is it? It's an igniter.
Another one?
It was at the crime scene, in Lamio's dressing room. Detective Sky found it, actually. At the scene of the crime. What could that mean, I'd wonder? I believe that covers everything I'm at liberty to talk to you about. Oh. Thanks for jumping by. Here's Fred. Thanks. Why, you gave me so much information. That igniter, for instance. Oh. That. I've never met an attorney so forthcoming with the prosecution. It's a big help. Or perhaps you're just a tad naive, I guess I could have hid it, but somehow showing it felt like the right thing. I could say the same to you, Prosecutor Gavin. Thanks for the information about the strange lump of plastic, the one that Mr. Latuse was investigating.
Hey, that's right.
I've been thinking there, Fred. We encountered many incidents in our lives. All of us. Not all of them simple. Especially not the ones where people are killing to song lyrics. But that's why I try to at least remain simple inside. And I keep a simple goal. To discover the truth. That's why I like to keep relations civil, yeah? That is all. I can live with that.
Mr. Prosecutor?
Darlene?
Can I ask you why you sing in a band?
Because I want women to turn and look when I walk down the street. That's pretty simple, too. Excuse me, I've got work to do. Another time, perhaps. I don't know where I'm going. I'm going to the Sunshine Coliseum. Oh, it's you. You came at a good time. Hello there, Emma. What's up? Either of you know where Lamio is? Well, I saw her in the backstage hallway a while ago. Yeah? That's strange.
What's strange?
I can't find her anywhere. I was supposed to bring her to the prosecutor's office. Lamio's missing?! It's hard to imagine where her... it's hard to imagine her wandering off somewhere on her own. being that she's blind and all. Yeah, we'll help you look for her. Great, thanks. What could she possibly be? She a rotting corpse right now? This place is deserted.
I wonder where Lamar went off to.
I'm sure she's okay on her own, but she seems resourceful.
I guess, but I can't help but worry about her a little. Huh? The stage is pitch dark.
The power breaker must be offered for the section. Great.
I'll go get someone.
Ah!
Yipes! It was really dark out there.
Dark. That's all Lamar has when you think about it. What would it be like to live in a world of darkness?
Hey, Apollo.
Huh? What?
Doesn't something about the stage seem different to you? Like something's changed?
Changed?
I can't put my finger on it, but it's bugging me.
It's bugging me too. What's she talking about? My god. The case is closed.
Hey, that case. Wasn't that open before?
Huh? Guess someone closed it.
Wait, look! Where the case closes.
Something's sticking out. That doesn't look like an instrument. You don't think it's...
Let's open it, Apollo.
Emma! We have to get Emma! Lamua was taken directly to the hospital. Emma ran around barking orders, making phone calls. Juicy just clung to my arm and cried. And me, I was still in shock. 2 bodies in 2 days, and it's too many.
Emma, how's Lamar? Is she okay?
You. We all owe you a big thanks, that's for sure.
So, she's okay?
Yes, she came to a short while ago. She came to a short while ago. You found her before it was too late.
That's good to hear.
So what happened? Someone attacked her. She was struck on the forehead. By who? We don't know.
But they hit her on the forehead, right? That's right in front of her. How could she not see? Oh.
Right. Would you like to see her now? Is that alright? She wants to thank you for saving her life. Mr. Attorney, you are the one who found me. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm just glad you're okay. Tell me, what happened? What happened? Let's look at my badge. I'm sorry, I'm not quite recovered from the attack. It looks like she's had a rough day. I'll just put this piece of evidence away for later. It was after I spoke with you in front of the dressing room. I sensed someone approaching. I thought it might be someone coming to see me, but they saw nothing. When I went to return to my dressing room... You were hit? I knew. At that very moment, I knew. The assailant was trying to kill me.
No.
It was lucky for me this first blow did not knock me out. I turned and ran for the stage. Someone was chasing me. I could hear footsteps, yet I reached the stage first. Why the stage? I had overheard maintenance people talking. The power to the stage was off, they said, for electrical work. Darkness is my ally. There was a controversy-based case near the stage. That is where I hid. So the assailant couldn't see you! Once in the case, I'm afraid I passed out. That sounds like a really close call. Do you have any idea who it might have been? Unfortunately, no. Whoever it was, they said not a word. Too bad. Yet, when I considered that I was struck high on the forehead, I must conclude that whoever hit me was taller than I am. Good point. She's sharp!
And you're much taller than I am. You're about as tall as Apollo.
So that means it was likely an adult and probably a man. Could it be him?
Why would anyone attack you, Lamarwa?
The detective asked me this too, and to her I gave the same answer I give you. I do not know. Oh. Lamaro, I wanted to ask you about this. Do you know what this is? This is what? So the Tooth was carrying it. It's a replica of the thing that he was after. He was after?
You know, and his secret identity. As an undercover agent.
So that's what he was doing. You mean, you know what? Yes, I know. Of course, this must be a Bulgarian cocoon. Or rather, a convincing replica thereof. I haven't heard of a Bulgarian cocoon before.
Why would he be carrying this around? Was it some kind of souvenir?
I wonder. They call it Bulgarian. It must be only found in Bulgaria. For certain, all in Bulgaria know of this.
It's a cocoon. So do you get silk from it?
I do not know the details, I am sorry to say. But she said all in Bulgaria knew of these. There is one fact I do know about the cocoon though. Something all in Bulgaria know. What's that? The cocoons, they are not to be taken out of the country. If someone does and is caught, they will be put to death.
To death?
Why? I do not know. Yet if Interpol was involved, I am sure there is a good reason.
This is just a piece of plastic.
Who was carrying a replica? But looking for the real deal. That's my best guess.
So that's what he was up to.
Tracking down Bulgarian cocoon smuggling.
Smuggling.
It seems it was marked.
Marked.
Life changed for me with the popularity of my sons. I began to travel around the world.
Ah, so you could have brought those Bulgarian cocoons with you.
On my tips, yes, that was probably the suspicion. And Mr. Latus was placed on as an undercover agent to look into it. Bulgaria is a small, sheltered country. Not many of our people venture into the world outside.
Is that why they suspected you?
But Mr. Latus wasn't a Bulgarian, was he? He was an Interpol agent, which means...
What, Apollo?
There must be some reason why Bulgaria doesn't want those cocoons getting out. Something scary enough to get Interpol involved.
Huh? Like what? How could such a tiny ball of thread cause such a commotion?
Cocoon smuggling. And Mr. Lutus had Lamio marked. It couldn't be her.
Huh?
There's one other person I need to talk to. Thank you for talking to us, Lamio. It was the least I could do. Actually, I have another request. If it is within my power, I need an interpreter. Someone who speaks Bulgarian.
Apollo?
Would you come with us, if you're well enough? I see. Yes, of course, I shall accompany you.
Huh? Where are we going?
Come on, Juicy. We're about to go we're about to get to the bottom of this. Maki, we came to talk to you about the case. Maki, could you interpret us? Could you interpret for us, Lamua? Yes. Maki, I'd like to talk to you about when we first met. When we still thought you were blind. I said, now we know the truth. You can see, right?
I was completely fooled myself.
Maki, isn't there another secret you're hiding from us? Wait, Mr. Attorney, what do you mean by secret? What do I mean by secret? Well...
Another secret? Oh, that... Wait. Maki ignited a good what? Oh, with the plastic thing?
Okay, well, I was like, we just talked about it. Thing. If I'm not mistaken, you know something about this, don't you?
Hey, you got a reaction. A big one.
Lucky you didn't. Juicy and I are trained to see people's uncertainty. Not that we would have needed any training to see that one. Mr. Attorney, please tell me what this is all about. Lamira, please, interpret! Very well. I know you know something about this by your reaction. If you won't tell me, I might have to give it to the prosecution. And have them look into it. Yes, you do. Wait, do not be so hasty.
Maki.
Do you know everything? Yes, everything. Well, sort of.
Have him tell us about it.
Very well. Oh. My badge. Maki, he is upset he could not speak with you.
Well, let's hear him out before he gets grumpy, Apollo. What is this cocoon, anyway?
The cocoon, the silk, is a potent cure.
Cure?
Must cure some disease. It's a cure for incuritis. Say Staccato. A cure for incuritis? I heard it was incurable! My god.
But, if it's a cure, why keep it in Borginia like that? Just think of all the lives they could save by sharing the medicine.
I do not understand the reasons myself. Okay, well, at least we know what it is. A cure. And Mr. Latus was after cocoon smugglers. Wait, was Maki? Lucky you weren't.
He couldn't be a smuggler. He's so little.
Well, you're only 15 and you're sort of a magician, aren't you?
Well, that's true. I am sort of a magician.
Yeah, you said sort of. Hold, do I have a copy of that security camera tape?
Well, Maki, are you a smuggler?
He won't tell me.
First he plays blind, now he plays dumb.
I wonder, do you think he brought a cocoon here to sell it to someone? If Maki really did bring one into the country, was he planning on making a deal before its sale? I can't go home.
Can't go home?
I can't go home to Borginia. I do not want to go home. The penalty for taking a cocoon from Borginia is death. That's right. It's punishable by death. About the case. What about the case? He wants to tell us about Mr. Latus's death?
This meeting's over. Darian?
What do you mean? Visiting hours aren't over yet?
There's a call for Maki from the Borginian embassy. This meeting is over. Sorry.
Just give us 5 more minutes. We can call them back after that.
Sorry, no go. Come on, piano boy. We're leaving. Darian, wait! I never liked you. Either of you.
Huh?
Darn it. We were so close. He was about to tell us. Hey, Apollo.
Didn't want us to hear what Maki had to say.
Apollo?
There could be only one reason why.
Why is everyone ignoring me?
Sorry, this is it. I know who I'm after now. It all happens tomorrow, in court! Oh my god. And we'll go through the trial in...
The next episode.
Watching this episode of for Asian Turning Apologies, make sure to subscribe to be notified when we upload. Cheers!
Every single day.
Bye-bye.